Hello, it's Lone Wolf here. I'm at my sandbox and I've got some really exciting tech. Hope you like tech. If you like tech, this is the channel for you. So this is my sandbox, hence all the rubbish lying around, planes and bits of coding and stuff like that. I just read something here, and this region is actually different from the other, however many we've got now, 724 regions on the grid. This region is different because this region is running on a local VPN into the grid server. Just gonna find something. Have to find it. It's funny, I've got loads of things in my inventory and I just can't. Oh no, here. Okay, so I'm just going to res something to prove it works. A mesh flower bed, for goodness sake. There we go. Yeah, and now it's on my head. Ow, that was really. Now my head is in mud. Now it's all in my fur. I think it's gone wrong. Okay, I'm just going to push this down there. There you go. You saw how fast that read straight out of the object store. Now, so let me explain why this region is different. So, last night I was talking to a really good friend of mine who we were talking about the way we're using tech and some of the tech that I'm using, and I discovered this. That I've been looking around at virtual private networks, and what that means is that I can have a network with all the servers and my local machine on the same network, even though they're dispersed around the world. And so that makes perfect sense, especially if the network actually makes things a bit quicker. So I discovered this cool thing called what's it called? TailScale. That's what it's called, TailScale. And it's really easy to set up. And that's my home computer, which I call Archangel Michael. Sometimes I think it's the devil, but actually it is a really good computer. And here are all my region servers, and my robust servers, and my grid server. And don't worry about those IP addresses if you think you're going to hack it, because unfortunately they are on the private network. So TailScale was really easy to install on all the servers, and it allows me to have a virtual private network. So that means the private ports that this region is talking to the grid on, okay, is actually really private, because all the data is actually going over a secure virtual private network rather than going across the usual internet route, which is not what we want to do. So what else can I say about it? What's that up there? Oh, that's the volume. Oh, that's because I'm recording. Of course it is. So I've never seen that before. I've never noticed that before. So by using TailScale and making two config changes. So the first config change I made on that region. Let's see if we can have a look at it. Where are we? Not that one. This is a Prid Princess loading her assets. 87,700 assets, folks. I'm glad I've got 11 robust servers. So first thing I did was, so in TailScale I can actually set up it's got like its own DNS, which is a really cool thing. So that grid is actually the local DNS on the TailScale private network. However, if you want to teleport anywhere, you also need to go into config include grid common .ini, and you need to manually change these two boys here, the hypergrid settings. You need to manually change them. You can't, because otherwise what happens is when someone tries to teleport somewhere else, it ain't going to work, because I haven't got access to that thing on my thing, if you know what I mean. So basically that's what the VPN does. It allows me to have this region running over a virtual private network, and the rest of the regions are at the moment running basically across the internet to each other. But this is much better. Speed wise, it's just as quick as you just saw. I just res something. I can res my wolf logo. I can res a mail code. Oh, this is a real nightmare. Look at this. This guy's completely weird. Somebody asked me to fix it. Okay, I don't know what's his head's in the wrong. Where's your head? It's just not really right. Like the head's round the wrong. Okay, let's not fix the peacock. That's nothing to do with what I'm talking about now. So using TailScale, I can actually have a virtual private network with that peacock seems to be quite happy now. A virtual private network, and have all my regions talking over the private port to the virtual private network. That's really cool. And I'm sure I'm going to find other uses for TailScale in the way that I can talk to my servers all across the same network, because of basically it will mean that I can do all kinds of clever stuff. I mean, if I teleport out now, I don't know how fast it will be, because I am recording and it always seems a little slow when I'm recording. There you go. So that's teleporting off the region that's running on the virtual private network to this beautiful welcome region at Wolf Mountain that we've built. That isn't running. So let's try going back to that one. This one here. Tafelberg. Teleport over there. Now that was pretty quick. And I'm on the roof of a house, but you know. So, and look how fast it rezzed. It's really quick because it's over a virtual private network, and I think it's doing less DNS lookups. So for like all the services, it's already knows. Yeah, there's lots of clever things going on in the background. Now there's another little cool thing going on with Tail that I really used. So the thing where you've got the services, this tells you what services are running on the grid, and you see there's loads of them, and these are actually all the regions, in fact. And what I'm going to say about that, this was really useful because I found I had an FTP server running on one of my servers. Didn't even know. It's probably installed with a LAMP install or something like that. I don't do LAMP installs now, I've got a script. But that was really, really, really useful to work out. So yeah, there you go. So that's TailScale, and how you can use it with OpenSim to actually help run your grid just by changing a couple of settings. And it's so easy to install, you will not believe. You just like run a command and the whole thing installs, and you log into your TailScale account. Price wise, it's free up to 15 machines, so we'll obviously have to go into the paid thing pretty soon when we get up to 20-30 servers, and then we'll be into thousands and thousands of regions. So anyway, Lone Wolf signing off. wolfterritories.org. Pop over sometimes. wolfterritories.org/8002. You'll hit my load balancer, and then it will send you swinging its way to Wolf Mountain, where you can have a chat with me if you like, or maybe just do one of those crazy dance things that people do these days. What did I say? Okay, thanks very much. Lone Wolf signing off.